Good pick up there of 20 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw again, Trubisky. Robinson's got it. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally down at the 36-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. On first down, they go right back to Cohen. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Damon Harrison, the one on the stop.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Draw play here. Trubisky gives to Cohen. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. We're scoreless after 1. Back in Chicago, ready for the 2nd quarter. It's the Bears in possession. And they're driving, but they come up on a 3rd and short here. From the gun, it's Trubisky. He's got his tight end, Burton. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 17-yard line.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Hey, alert.
From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on first down. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, ball.
Play action. It's Trubisky. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Now Trubisky to throw. This one into the hands of Burton. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time, fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Blowing that play up, Roquan Smith as he gets the sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Watch twist. Watch twist. Check three. Check three.
Stafford now to throw. Big hold of the 30. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And he's going to get this all the way up to the 30-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. Caught by Montgomery. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Well, that'll get him to 1st down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. Stafford going to come up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Now Stafford. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. That's good for 28 yards. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
A 1st down carry for Davis. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Blue 60! I got it. Man left. 3 down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And his kick is good. Didn't hit it all that well, but he got enough on it to put it through. And that will tie us at 3-3. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
On 2nd and 12, Trubisky being chased out left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. Finding Gabriel, complete. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. I will remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Check 50, check 50.
On 1st down, Beckwith. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Knocking it away there defensively, Justin Coleman.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things.
Go!
On 3rd down, Trubisky. And Robinson with a big catch. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 29-yard line. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety. Alert, 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 alert. Safety's creeping. Lock in, lock in. 47.
Trubisky will throw. Completes it to the tight end, Burton. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
Red, 47's the mic. 47's the mic.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. He finds Robinson. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So another third down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal.
That's trash. That's trash.
Again, it's Trubisky. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Let him know, let him know. Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51.
2nd down and goal. Trubisky, the quick slant caught. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
218, chop. Tight dog.
Trubisky to throw again toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. The final shot before the break, Stanford. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So if you like field goals, this is your game. 6-3, 3 field goals at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Alert. 80 weapon.
Now a first carry for the backup, Isaiah Crowell. Sean Lee, the Pro Bowler, there for the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go.
On 2nd and 9, Trubisky, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
Watch the screen. Hey. 50. 50's a mic. 50's a mic. Yeah. You don't want none. Shit. Lock in. Shit. Check 9.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. He's got Burton here. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 39. And that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Rush in.
First down, a run with Cohen. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. The former Charger All-Pro, Eric Weddle, on the stop. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle?
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now it's Trubisky. This one out left to the tight end, Burton. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
Well, that wasn't exactly a work of art, was it?
No, that wasn't a thing of beauty. That's just why I don't play in points per reception fantasy leagues.
Is that what they call PPR?
Receiver still gets a point there. Yeah.
Oh,
and you went that far back. No bueno.
Well, I'll tell you what. I wish I had their defense on my fantasy game.
Well, that last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on 3rd. Here's Trubisky to throw. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Romeo Okwara drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all or nothing offensively in this game. Yet, they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On the run, it's Davis. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. We've seen this a few times in this game. That offensive line just, I don't know if you want to call it out physical, out tough, whatever you want to use.
And what people do when that is happening, when they're getting dominated that way, they spread things out a little bit, make it more of a space game, and allow your skill position players to make a few plays out in open field. Take away the physical element, gives you a chance.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time. 3rd down here. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
It's caught. Jones. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 36.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
32.
Off of play action. Here's Stafford. He's going to air one out, and that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. They come out here in the eye. Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
They'll run it with Johnson. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll try to punch it into Davis. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
This Bears defense trying to hold on. This is 3rd and goal. They'll run it with Johnson. Yeah, boy, from up here, I don't think Johnson got there. No, he did not. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
This defense continues to be good on 3rd down. I mean, they haven't allowed a touchdown offensively. Are you saying, let's go for this? Let's try to get it in the end zone.
I don't know about that because of what you just described. They've been so good, and they don't give up the big play that you would expect in downs 1 through 3. Why should 4th down be any different? You might want to go ahead and kick the field goal and see if you can figure out something else as this game moves on.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10.
61, matchbox lights.
They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Soldier Field. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Trubisky now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Crowell. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A Chicago 1st down there on a gain of 11.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They go play action. Trubisky, and he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. They couldn't contain Deshaun Hand that time as he gets home for the sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
This one into the hands of Burton. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. Mike 51, Mike 51. Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball. Right here, guys. Mike 51, Mike 51.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown, Bears. Allen Robinson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. The extra point up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 44-yard line. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Stafford. This one caught by Davis. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Now a play fake it at Stafford. Caught by Montgomery. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Stafford now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Stafford. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. There defensively was Buster screen to knock it away.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
On 2nd down, Smallwood. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Here's Stafford. Caught by Jones. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Then we got to give a little tip of the cap for the defense there. Zone coverage, locked it in tight, made it really difficult because they tried the crossing route against it, and it worked for a completion, but you have to know where the sticks are on third down. Didn't get beyond them. No pickup.
Here we go on 4th. Stafford. The quick slant caught. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. So give him the first down. 1st and goal after a pickup of 4, and the decision to go for it pays off. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll try to run for it with Davis. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal.
40 got. 40 got. All right, here we go.
Stafford. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Now it's Stafford. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. He's back to throw. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And he's got room. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this one's going to go out of bounds, so no recovery. But on 4th down, a change of possession anyway.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Hey. We got 3. 3 down. Check. Kill. 25. Check 25.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Crowell. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. They keep it with Crowell on first. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. The win for the Bears just around the corner. They go down to a knee.
Go, Mike. 180! Hey, it's coming up. Hey, let's go. It's coming across. All day, dog.
So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets pretty